At the pharmacy, my mom's book club friend asked, "How was your mom's memorial service last month?" I'm sorry I couldn't make it. The heart medication in my hands rattled as I shook. My mother was sitting in my car right outside, probably complaining about how long the pharmacy always took. "I don't understand," I said carefully. The woman squeezed my arm with sympathy. "Your sister posted such beautiful photos of the service with all those flower arrangements shaped like books. She loved reading so much." My phone felt like lead as I searched my sister's social media. There it was, posted 31 days ago, while I'd been helping mom reorganize her closet. Photos from an elaborate memorial service, complete with a pearl white casket, flower arrangements, and my entire extended family dressed in black. The centerpiece showed a massive portrait of my mother surrounded by white roses with "Loving Mother, Cherished Friend" written in gold script. I drove straight to my sister's house as my mother demanded to know why I was driving like a maniac. My brother's truck was already there, along with my aunt's sedan. "Wait here," I told my mother, who was now complaining about not being invited inside. The living room fell silent when I walked in. My sister was on her laptop with bank statements spread across the coffee table while my brother quickly minimized something on his phone. "You're supposed to be at work," my sister said stupidly. "Why the hell did you hold a memorial service for our mother?" I said, my voice surprisingly steady despite the rage building. My brother looked uncomfortable while my sister raised her chin defiantly. "How did you find out?" she asked. "Mom's book club friend just offered condolences at the pharmacy where I was picking up mom's heart medication, and you weren't exactly hiding your photos." I pulled out my phone and started recording. "She's been living with you for 11 months, my sister said. "Nobody else has seen her, and she never answers when we call, so she's sort of dead." "She's not sort of dead. She's either dead or alive, and currently she's alive in my car complaining about the radio." My brother jumped in, avoiding my eyes. "Look, Dad's pension has a survivor benefit that's just sitting there unclaimed, and with the economy and our sister's mortgage underwater and my kids needing college funds." He trailed off as the magnitude of what they'd done started to sink in. "You filed paperwork saying she was dead to collect Dad's pension," I said slowly, the pieces clicking together. My aunt cleared her throat nervously, and there was that life insurance policy through his union. My jaw dropped at their audacity, and my sister's defiant expression cracked slightly. "It's not stealing if she never goes anywhere anyway. She just sits in your guest room reading books and watching game shows while we're all struggling with real bills." The room spun as I processed this. "But she still needs money to live. She still eats food. She still needs clothing. Living in my guest room is not free." My sister didn't respond. "How much did you take?" I demanded. The room fell silent. $38,000, my brother whispered. "Between the pension and the insurance, it's been $38,000 so far." I stared at them, trying to comprehend how my family had murdered my mother on paper for money. The memorial service was to make it look legitimate in case anyone investigated. "We spent good money on those flowers to make it look respectful," my aunt offered weakly. My sister stood up aggressively. "She chose to only live with you and cut the rest of us out, so we deserve something. We gave beautiful eulogies about what a wonderful mother she was." I thought about all those times I'd called them crying about making rent while caring for mom, how they'd lecture me about budgeting, how my brother said money management was about priorities while he was literally cashing checks from our mother's fake death. "But she's not even dead," I said, my voice cracking. "Well, she might as well be," my sister said with absolutely no shame. Before I could respond, the front door opened and my mother walked in wearing her yellow cardigan. "The radio host just said the funniest thing about insurance fraud," she announced cheerfully before freezing at the sight of the financial documents. Just then, a neighbor who'd apparently attended the funeral walked past the open door with her dog, glanced inside, and let out a blood-curdling scream before running down the street shouting about ghosts. The silence that followed was so complete I could hear a neighbor's lawnmower 3 houses down. My aunt slid a benefits check into her purse while my brother tried unsuccessfully to close the insurance website. "Interesting," my mother said in that terrifyingly calm voice. "I see you've been busy while I've been dead." My sister opened her mouth, but mom held up one finger and she snapped it shut. "I'm particularly curious about the death certificate," she continued, picking up a document. "My doctor apparently confirmed my death, which is fascinating since he might notice I'm still breathing during appointments." My brother stumbled over his words. "Mom, we didn't mean for it to go this far, but the money was just sitting there," and mom's voice turned eerily pleasant as she headed toward the door, pausing to deliver her final verdict. "You can keep my funeral flowers. They'll look nice at your court hearings."